Welcome to Hall 3 at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center.
Can't take him anywhere.
The break is really good today. And we're here on the last day.
Can't take him anywhere. I know I need to fill the dead air, right? So we're on episode 5. So hello and welcome to the Technical Symposium Coffee Break. I am not Mark Sherriff. I'm Sarah Heckman, and I'm taking over host duties for today.
Oh my gosh. All right, fine, bye.
Nope, come back.
And I am not Sarah Heckman. I am Mark Sherriff. Welcome to the SIGCSE Coffee Break show. Very nice done.
Cheers for coffee.
Yeah, cheers for coffee.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I think I might have spit a little bit of my muffin thing. Anyway, welcome to the last day. Let's take one more look here at the show floor. Folks are walking around, coming back from the final keynote of the day, which was amazing. Which was amazing. I did not get to see all of it. Unfortunately, I had to come back and get the show set up. But tell me about it. What did I miss?
So it was about intersectionality and the importance of considering it in computing education, and that it really is computing education.
Mm-hmm.
So very inspiring. Lots of papers were suggested to be read, and so I have a new reading list.
To add to the rest of your reading list has already been there?
The other 77 papers I downloaded from the proceedings this year.
Yeah.
Because it was everything has been fantastic. The program chairs did a fabulous job. And we're looking forward to seeing what all the inspiration that comes out of this year, where you're going to take it. We're going to be doing all your work this summer because you're going to be preparing your papers in May and June. You're going to be submitting your papers in June and July, and you're going to be reviewing those papers. Here's this thing.
I'm going to show when our friends come on.
Make sure that you sign up to review.
Yes.
And to be an APC. And so you'll be reviewing the papers in July and August.
God, the timeline feels even shorter this year.
But it's before the fall semester starts. It'll be great. It'll be awesome.
It is. This is making the assumption I actually try to do work over the summer.
I do some.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But it's a lot more fun to do work outside in the sun. And honestly, in North Carolina, it gets way too hot. I might as well be inside the AC. and reviewing.
Well, let's talk. Eric's just hanging out back here on camera. What was that? Oh man! All right. Well, let's talk about what's coming up right now. So could you not use my power? That's okay. I got the live show going. So, all right. So, coming up right now, the final episode of the SIGCSE Coffee Break for 2025. We are going to be talking to the 2026 chairs very, very shortly. Hooray! And
they're fantastic.
And hear even more about getting involved with 2026 and into the future. At 10:45, there is the final online-only session, papers on systems, which is, I will admit, more specific than the techniques one from yesterday. But when you have limited number of sessions, you have to kind of mix and match. And there you go. And of course, at 1:45, the thing everyone wants to go see, Nifty Assignments, being broadcast live over Zoom. But there's also another panel championing CS in early grades, a panel that you can also go and see, which would be good because we need to work on that pipeline, get more folks here and get them going. So, and then you just go straight to St. Louis and camp out in front of the Arch until February. I'm sure that'll go just fine.
Less than a year.
Less than a year. You don't have to stay there that long. Teach all your classes remote underneath the Arch. I'm sure the Wi-Fi is great.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably. Maybe. Well, you know what? They've been standing here. They've been walking back and forth. There's no reason not to go ahead and bring them on. 2026 chairs. Welcome. We have to crowd in here. Yeah. Crowd in here. So we're all on camera. There we go. Yep. All right. So one by one. Name and what is your job for this coming year?
I'll start. Hi, I'm Tim Ewan. My job this coming year is the Senior Symposium Co-Chair.
I'm James Prather, and I am the Senior Program Chair.
I'm Deepti Joshi, and I'm the Junior Symposium Co-Chair.
I'm Eric Fu, and I'm the Juniors Program Co-Chair.
And we have one Junior Program Chair who wasn't able to make it this year, Natalie Kiesler.
Great. So, the torch has effectively been passed as of this morning, because you had the requisite showing of the video that we do every year.
Selection of the logo, and I have to say the right one won.
Yes, it's not even close. So let me see if can we see it on the floor camera? You can barely see it over there on the left side of the screen. You can see in the booth right there. it is kind of hard to make out, but one of the cups is just like overflowing practically. It was pretty stacked here.
One of my students designed one of those logos, and I was sad that it didn't make it.
Oh, it wasn't the one that was selected.
No.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Yeah,
It's gonna be tough to break it to them.
Well, we just did right now.
that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Next year, like 27.
Yeah, they can work on the 27 logo. All right, so right out of the gate, day one, what are y'all starting to get working on? What are you thinking about right now?
So day one was actually many months ago.
Fair enough.
One of the things that we have are on verge of is just finalizing our committee. We're actually going to meet after the conference is over. But we are already planning things like keynotes. We just got the deadline schedule done. So, and then everything else will be done.
And then everything else is done.
Everything
One,
else.
two, skip a few, 99, 100. And that's it.
Getting the website up, right?
Getting the website
Got to get the
up.
website up.
What is program thinking about? Recruiting reviewers. We need reviewers. So if you're listening, you need to sign up, please, to help us. Please. We're begging you.
And get your colleagues to come and help us.
So I already signed up. I challenge everyone else to sign up too. And if you're going to submit, somebody from your paper should be signing up to review. Now we understand that sometimes if it's a first time submitter, they've never reviewed for a conference before, they're an undergraduate student. Maybe not this time, but think about it for the future. And they can always be an APC, especially if you have lots of papers going in. That way you can do a little bit more work.
Yeah. We had a reviewing session yesterday, just talking about reviewing. One thing we heard from people was sometimes they don't feel qualified to review for us. And if you are feeling that way, we'd be happy to talk to you about that.
Yeah, there was particularly some PhD students who were saying, gosh, yeah, I'm just a PhD student. Do I feel qualified to do this? To which we say, isn't this what you're doing 24/7 right now? Like, isn't that what you should be working on?
Reading papers and critiquing them?
Yeah.
Or ask your advisor, to give you that sort of extra, look through the review before you submit it. I mean, that's also what your advisor is there for.
Yeah.
And what I really like about the Technical Symposium is also a little bit of a challenge, but I really like that it is open review, right? Within APC are invited. That's a little bit the next level of prestige, but everyone has the opportunity to review for this community and participate in that way. And so let's take advantage of it.
Yep.
I also like that we have that system of the APCs too, just to make sure that the reviewers and the reviews are on target there.
They're doing the right things. They're critiquing the right things.
Yeah. So even for those that this might be their first time maybe thinking about reviewing, if you feel comfortable, please review. Don't worry, there's also other reviewers, and then there's another level of review.
So we did this job 5 years ago.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's been 5 years.
Y'all just got done. Y'all are coming on. So I'm kind of curious, is there anything that you are thinking about, worried about, nervous about? Any questions for folks that have been through the process? Or are you just excited and ready to get going?
Sit nervous-sided, so yes, excited for sure, but also nervous. Just thinking about what all it'll take. I'm also a little worried. My school emails, sometimes quarantine emails, it shouldn't
Oh,
be.
no.
And so I'm like really worried. I hope I'm not missing stuff. But otherwise, yeah, excited, looking forward to it.
That's great.
And I wouldn't say worried, except I just hope that it won't be too much work.
Yeah, no.
And that it will, like, in a short period of time, I have to do a lot. That's
Yeah.
the main thing, but we'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, you're looking real cool about it. You're just like, yeah, man, it's gonna be good. I appreciate it. Yeah. You got it. Well, I mean, the thing is that you're gonna have such a great committee to help you out with everything, and being able to lean on them and leaning heavily on them and telling them to do everything. So it's all gonna work out.
And it's really worth it. And plus, this community is one of the kindest and nicest communities out there.
Yes.
Yeah, that helps.
So I was talking to some of the folks who are doing the break stations. They're like, y'all are so nice. And I was like, I know. It's because this is like our support group. We're coming here. It's like, oh my gosh, we have to get away from our students for a little bit.
Well, we're kind of in the midterm exam portion of the semester.
Yeah.
Like grades and everything. So it's nice to come here, be re-energized, and take these ideas home so we can take it through to the end of the semester or quarter.
So interestingly, since I've been at the 2026 booth, a lot of people have come by and they look at the document and I was telling them we're 1 week earlier, therefore the deadlines are a week earlier. For many people, they said actually it was better for their schedule.
Yeah, let me grab one of these. I'm going to hold it up to the camera so you can see it. Make sure we see these deadlines. There we go. In June, the paper abstracts are due. That is June. Yes, June. So right as you're finishing your summer 1 class, if that's what you do, and then right before July 4th, on July 3rd, you've got to get the full papers in.
Yeah.
So,
we're not. It's not going to ever be perfect, but for some people, this actually worked out better for them.
Yeah.
Both the submission deadlines as well as the symposium itself.
Yeah, IDISI this year is a week earlier than usual, so unfortunately that coincides with the deadline, which
There's never a good time.
There's never a good
time.
So we technically have like 1 week less than TS 2025. We had I think several weeks less.
yeah.
Yeah, so for people, who may not be familiar with this process, one of the reasons these deadlines matter so much is because we have to get the papers, the camera-ready papers, into the digital library, and that is a significant amount of work that actually happens with an outside organization. And so providing that space, especially with the holidays, the Christmas holidays in particular for North America, like that, we need to have all of that done. Before really, in this case, early January.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the digital library is ready to go because we actually post the proceedings about 1 or 2 weeks before the conference, so keep that in mind for patents. Yeah, that is a thing. And we want to make sure everyone has that opportunity to read those 77 papers they downloaded before the technical symposium.
oh yeah,
I always read all the papers.
yeah.
Yes, you should.
Says the program.
That should be like
Oh
the
my
proceedings you're the
gosh.
most familiar with. Yeah.
Well, if obviously reviewing, obviously APCing, but are there other opportunities at this point, or y'all think you've got your committee pretty much set? So if that's a question, committee's pretty much set?
Yeah, we have it pretty much set. There are a couple positions that might have some opportunities,
Maybe.
but those are names that you usually present to the steering committee for them to decide. So we have presented a few names. As far as I know, they haven't made a decision
We'll
yet.
be working on that.
Yes. So if there were some of those positions, like for example, ethics facilitator, on the data team, that's something that people can put their names forward. They can always email us, and we will put their name forward as well.
And email the 27 chairs.
Yeah, I was gonna say you start thinking about 27,
Yeah.
even if you don't get something for 26.
Save all the emails that we have, because I've been going back to all the emails that Jeff and all of the 2025 team
Yeah.
been doing. To say, oh, this is what they did last year,
Yeah,
and then we're a week behind.
Yeah.
when we put out the call for 26 volunteers, we got more people volunteering than we had slots for, which is a great problem to have. And so if that was you and you weren't able to land one of those slots, be thinking about 27.
Yeah. Is the 27 location public yet?
I don't know that it is.
Okay, well,
Yeah, we'll keep it
so,
private.
we know it's North America, I guess. That's here, the North America.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
I mean, yeah. That was a whole discussion last
Yes,
night.
it was.
I know, that's fine.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I thought was also interesting was that of the people that submitted an interest form, I think more were interested in programs than the organizing.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Sure. I mean, they're different sets of challenges,
And
right?
different skill sets.
And different skill sets. I mean, I'm much better at picking out what sort of macaroni and cheese bar you need as opposed to figuring out which papers are best. That's Sarah's job. So there you go.
Well, so since you mentioned food and there's just the day-to-day stuff going on at the symposium, it's really important for the attendees, if you are here now, to please complete those evaluation forms so that we know what do they like here, and what are things that we could do next time around better or continue to do.
Well, more macaroni and cheese bars because the one at the reception was great and it made up for 2020.
I really like the Val bar,
I didn't make it to that one.
That was really good.
but then it closed early. But there was still mac and cheese.
Yeah,
Yes,
mac and
yeah.
That was good. Yeah, we do actually read these. You know, sometimes it feels like you're
Yes.
just submitting it into the void, and who knows if anyone looks at it. We look at it.
Kind of like teaching evaluations.
The steering committee is looking at the evaluations today.
That's right.
For the reviewing, for round 1 and round 2 reviewing. We're looking at this today.
Any final words? Excited? St. Louis is going to be great?
Yeah, we just need more
St. Louis.
reviewers.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
And volunteer.
Volunteer for
Volunteer, come hang out.
Yeah, hopefully y'all got to see our St. Louis presentation today.
I did.
We did. You know, that,
Sizzle reel.
yeah, we gave us and then our presentation of the things that you need to know.
That's true.
Is that,
fun
is that-
fact.
is
The
that
barbecue
cheat
sauce.
sheet for the trivia next year?
Actually, that would be a good idea. I mean,
I was like, oh man, I should be taking notes because I want to win trivia next year.
you know what? All those facts are you can find those very easily on Google,
Yeah.
Wikipedia, and ChatGPT. I'm just letting you all know. You know, it's not hard to find that information.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Taking hits from our students, I guess. All right. All right. Sounds good. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We really, really appreciate it. We thank you for your service because
Yes.
we do know
Oh my goodness, so
we
much.
do know
We do
what a
know.
lift it is.
You know the joy. I was gonna say the pain, but the joy.
But really, you know,
It's a joy. It was a joy.
I mean, when you get to that point, and it is exciting. You know, when you're on site and things are moving along, and people are saying, "Hey, this has been a great experience."
Yes, because it has.
It is definitely a career highlight for me too.
Yeah.
Well, up until the anyway, but yeah.
Minor details.
So, do we get promoted to coffee break host after?
I think we might be starting the tradition of the first timers lunch keynote.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So next year we're
All right.
on deck.
Okay.
No, we all back in 27.
27. That's
Next
right.
year is going to be Jeff and
Sam and
Sam
Libby.
and Libby.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
So you'll want us back?
so thanks to Jeff and Sam and Libby. Jeff, Sam, and Libby.
Right.
Thank you.
Out
Now
go.
we're rolling off. Like so, next year will be probably the most relaxed SIGCSE they have after the first timers.
There you go.
Yeah, huge shout out to the senior chairs for this
Yes,
year.
yes.
Who did such a phenomenal job. Jeff leading the symposium side, Sam and Libby. Such wisdom with the reviewing process that I benefited from. They've been great.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Yay. Well, I promised the viewers something.
I hope it's the dinosaur.
Dinosaurs.
That's
Yes.
great. That is
I
great.
went to Jurassic Quest. Now, the main problem with Jurassic Quest, unfortunately, I was not allowed to ride a dinosaur.
What?
I know.
What?
So there was a height limit and there was a weight limit, and I was exceeding both of them.
Why did they not make dinosaurs for adults to ride?
Why do they not make dinosaurs for adults?
That is definitely something that somebody needs to work on. This is a new business opportunity. You heard it here first.
I know. So the way it worked, so you'd enter, and there was a whole bunch of exhibits of animatronic dinosaurs. I don't have a video to show you, but like this guy up here on the upper left, he was like moving back and forth and leaning over and chomping things and all that sort of stuff.
Excellent.
So that was really cool. The one on the right side there that had a big tail that was swinging back and forth. But what's important is we had a new attendee. They said it was 1,704, I think was the number. 1,705.
Really?
It's 1,706. I'd like for you to meet Tina. She got herself a badge,
First timer.
first timer badge.
And after this, we got to go get our presenter ribbon.
You got to get a presenter ribbon because now she's here on mic, ready to go.
Roar.
No, don't eat the mic. So yeah, little present from my daughter, but Tina the T-Rex is official Jurassic Quest merch right here. I was on the floor, not allowed to ride a dinosaur.
Sad.
I know,
So
I know.
sad.
But I do have to admit, I did get a funny look when I went up to check in, and they're like, "Hey, 45-year-old dude with no kids coming to the dino exhibit."
No kids here.
No kids here. Yeah, I mean kid at home.
Yeah.
No kid at home, but no kids here. And so I did get a look. My hand stamp is gone. But I don't know if you saw the line to get in this morning was pretty intense.
I did not go that way. I think I went over the Sky Bridge. So I missed the
You
line.
went the other way. It was. They were definitely ready. They definitely wanted more. They were going to have a lot of folks there. So anyway, one more time. What's coming up? So at 10:45, there is the last online-only session, papers on systems, and then followed at 1:45 by nifty assignments and a panel championing CS in early grades. There's nothing at noon today for anyone. This is one of the first times we haven't had a lunch of any kind on Saturday, which did catch me by surprise because I was like, oh yeah, I've got lunch on Saturday, and it's like, no, I don't.
Interestingly, like we've done the box lunches before and or lunches before, and then we started charging for them because it ended up being a lot of food waste.
Yes.
And so if people came to the symposium, they might have left before the Saturday lunch and they cooked it, and there's a ton of food waste, and so we decided to make lunch on your own this year. And so we'll see how it goes. If you don't like it, put it in your evaluations. If you think it's great, put that in your evaluations too. If you don't have an opinion on lunch, but have an opinion on other things, again, evaluations, all the evaluations.
Yeah. Although admittedly, the folks watching this right now are the hybrid and online people, and they don't give two flying flips what we're doing for lunch because they're just going to go to their refrigerator and pull out something delicious already. So you need to make sure that when you're filling out your evaluation, you're talking about the online experience. You can still talk about lunches too, but talk about the online experience, what worked, what didn't work, what would you like to see in the future, what's important to you. This all matters.
Yes.
Because making decisions like this in a vacuum is problematic at best. And the wrong decision at worst.
And the wrong decision at worst. Make sure we're making the right decisions that benefit the most in our community. And the steering committee does look at all of this, and we definitely want your feedback.
Yep.
So we look at how, we're looking next 3-5 years down the line for the conferences. We want to make sure that your voice is heard.
Yeah. Well, Sarah, thank you for joining me yet again.
Yes.
You put up with me enough just in general that you decided you can hang out with me on the show.
Do I have to again?
I know. So this is the end of the 6th year of doing this show because we did it in just 21.
Yeah,
so it's the 5th year. Yeah. So it's easy. I should be able to do that counting. So the future of the show is kind of up in the air just because it all depends on what's going on with hybrid or virtual. So if this is the last episode, thank you so much for joining me as I've been doing the show for the past few years.
I'm doing an awesome job with the show for the past few years. So round of applause for Mark.
That is
amazing with that.
That is very kind of you to say. So if that is the case, take care, be safe, and watch for falling goats.
Dinosaurs.
Bye.